Then she'd vroom down the 14 wooden steps, hip the laundry basket through the banging screen door into the kitchen, and dump it onto the table. "You're the absolute best helper, Ellen," she'd say as my eager sister did the folding. "You're going to make a wonderful mother." Shortly after noon, Mom would begin preparations for dinner, served nightly at 6 o'clock sharp. "Barbara Ann," she'd yell down the basement stairs as she peeled potatoes. "Come on up here and take Florence, Tommy, and Mary Jean. They need some entertainment, and if you're going to be a star, you'll need to practice." And that was my mother's genius. She kept her house going by putting her finger on the special gift she saw in each of her children, and making each and every one of us believe that that gift was uniquely ours. Whether it was true or not, we all believed it. I was wiping the counter of the Fort Lee diner the first time Ramon walked in. It was a quiet night. There were only a few customers at the diner, and the other waitress, Gloria, had them all. Well, Gloria and her two well-rounded friends. Gloria was built like Dolly Parton and had a big bleached blonde swirl of cotton candy hair. Her breasts were the specialty of the house and had the power to lure men off the street, even if they weren't hungry. She could carry 6 cups of coffee stacked on top of them and never spill a drop. Gloria and her dynamic duo had put the Fort Lee diner on the map, and watching the twins bounce around the diner had become sport in Fort Lee. I was watching her work the front section, and in an effort to feel busy, I was wiping the barren Formica landscape in front of me with a soggy white rag. The double aluminum doors at the far end of the diner opened, and in walked my destiny. I knew he was there before I even looked up. With his dark skin and jet black hair, he was unlike the working-class customers who frequented the place. In his blue aviator shades, he was different, probably from a land far away, at least across the river, I figured. I had seen his crisp white collar and rich dark suit on only one other person in my 21 years, Irvin Rosenthal, the elderly owner of the Palisades amusement park. The park hovered atop the cliff above our house like a blinking, flashing, whirling spaceship. During the summers of my childhood, when Mr. Rosenthal drove down Undercliff Avenue in his black limousine, all the kids of Edgewater ran up to his car like chickens to the feet of a farmer's wife, each of us hoping to get more than our fair share of free ride tickets. In his finery, Mr. Rosenthal was like a king. We all knew he was rich. Besides the fact he owned the amusement park, he just smelled different than all of us river rats. Ramon smelled different too, I decided, even from across the room and over the thick aroma of frying bacon and eggs. Instead of asking to sit at Gloria's station, he looked at the manager and, with a quick lift of his chin, pointed toward me, the young innocent behind the other counter. He walked across the diner, strutting like a pigeon. My eyes met his blue aviator shades. Finally, I thought, as he took a seat at the second stool, an interesting customer. He ordered a cup of tea, and while I banged in and out of the swing kitchen door, he sat and sipped it, hardly moving, just watching as I worked my counter. I loved my counter. It was my territory, and everything that went on there was under my control. There were 9 stools, and every third one had a setup: glass sugar container, ketchup bottle, salt and pepper shakers, and a tin filled with white napkins. Since I was stuck behind the counter face to face with my customers, I often served as their dinner companion, so I made the most of it and entertained them with conversation. Ramon told me he was from the Basque Country. I didn't know if Basque was a town in New Jersey or not, and I suppose my face gave me away. It wasn't just any place in Spain, he explained. It was the upper echelon of French-Spanish society. He said his father had blonde hair and blue eyes just like me, and he liked the red ribbons on my pigtails. I smiled, spritzing the napkin tins and chrome tops of the sugar containers with Windex and shining them with a paper towel.